Hello and a very warm welcome. Today we're going to be talking about your eyes, your necks and your hands. And the reason why we're talking about those is sadly those three areas are normally very neglected, and the reason being a lot of people think their skin is actually going to look after itself. Your eye area, your neck area and your hands do not have any sebaceous glands, which means they can't actually naturally produce oil, so they can't naturally hydrate themselves, which is why sadly you're going to have to do that job. The easiest way to tell whether your eyes are dehydrated is if you wake up and do you look like a raccoon or Herman Munster. Normally it's very dark in this area and around here. Sometimes your eyes can be puffy. Do you have small lines and wrinkles that you wouldn't normally have through dehydration? Again, if you're taking your 2 litres of water, plain filtered water every day, obviously your skin's going to naturally puff out, but you still need to hydrate this delicate area. Your eye area is actually about the thickness of an eggshell, which isn't that thick at all if you think about it. How easily can you crack an eggshell? Very easily. So an eye gel or an eye cream, delicately put, normally around your pinkies, put around the area, will help that problem and do that morning and evening. There's a whole another clip coming on eyes, so don't panic, that we'll go into further. With your neck area, obviously we have a little bit of gravity going on as we do get older. And sadly from the age of 21, we all age. I know, it's horrible. So, you know, I'm well past 21. I don't know about any of you, but I want to maintain the healthy skin I've got. And this is why I've made the YouTube clip, to be honest, because I want to educate people on you can actually have brilliant looking skin no matter what your age. So this area here, and I'm talking all the way down to your girls, I have to step back a bit, all the way down to your girls, and for boys it's all the way up here. If you are actually receding in your hairline, then the skin on here is extremely sensitive because normally it's been covered with hair. So the moisturiser you would normally use on your face, for the boys you can use all the way up the top, including an SPF as well, and for the girls it's all the way down to the girls. So you don't necessarily need an additional décolleté moisturiser. Quite often the one that you're using for your face is fine. Sometimes yes, you might need a little booster, depends on what you've been up to. But if you're finding when you're waking up, if you're kind of like getting crepe marks across here, then one, you are actually dehydrated with water, and two, you need a little bit more moisture on here. Obviously with your hands, bless them, they go out, they do an awful lot for us, don't they? And sadly we neglect them quite often. Whatever moisturiser you're using on here, you can use on the back of here too. So if it's got the vitamin A and the vitamin C, that's brilliant, because obviously what it's doing on here, it's going to do on here as well. If you can find a hand cream with an SPF, or what I do is I actually use a high SPF as a hand cream during the day, particularly when I'm driving around, then you just literally pop it on the back. But again, these little pandies and here, because they're out in all of the elements regardless of your lifestyle, and obviously if you are more of an outdoor person, it is going to show over the years as you literally go over 21, 30, 40, 50. So quite often people in their early 50s are suddenly seeing their skin completely change because of the lot of the sun damage, which is why I always go on about sunscreen. I know I always go on about it, but it really is your new best friend. Okay, so just to recap, use a Pacific eye gel or eye cream on here to rehydrate your little peepers so they look young, bright and alert. The same moisturiser you use on here for the boys all the way up the top, for the girls all the way down to the girls. And don't forget an SPF hand cream or an SPF and an additional hand cream at night time for your little hands, and you're going to thank me for it in years to come. And as always, it's always been a pleasure, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.